Hi, ladies, and welcome back. Again, I want to let you know congratulations on continuing in the course and continuing to choose yourself every time. So, congratulations. So, in this course, we're going to talk about letting things go. It's not just a song in a movie. But I got to ask you first, do you really want to let it go? Because a lot of times I think we get addicted to the drama of the situation, whatever it is. And if it's something that you've been carrying on for quite some time, chances are you're getting something from it. So you have to ask yourself, what am I getting from it? Because you must be getting something from it. If you weren't getting something from it, you wouldn't be doing it. So you got to ask yourself, what am I gaining from continuing to hold on to whatever it is? Second, are you addicted to the story? Do you like to tell this story? I know I have a story I like to tell, so I'm going to share it with you. So a couple of years ago, a few years back, my marriage of almost 20 years ended, and he moved out and moved in with my bridesmaid. Yes, can you believe that? My bridesmaid. And I used to love to tell that story because, of course, everyone felt bad for me, right? Like, have you ever heard of that? That's the worst thing, other than maybe sleeping with your sister, right? But my sister wanted to sleep with him. So all of this was going on at the same time. So not only was one of my bridesmaids living with my husband, my sister was trying to move him down to North Carolina with her. I mean, it was like boom, 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 right? And once I'd add that part of the story, people's eyes would get even bigger, and oh boy, they would feel for me and wonder what was his problem. And because I obviously, of course, look better than my sister, because I'm telling the story, I just continue to really dog her out, I guess. And maybe that's what I was getting from holding on to it. But I used to tell that story over and over, pretty much literally, I believe any chance I got, I told that story. And it got to the point where even I was starting to get sick of hearing me talk about it. I would talk about it with family. I would talk about it with friends. It was like the only thing I would talk about pretty much for quite some time. Now, yes, I was getting over, the betrayal, the end of a relationship, you name it. But it just got to the point where I was sensing that people were getting sick of me talking about it. And to be honest with you, I was getting sick of hearing me talk about it. But I just loved the wow factor, right? Especially when I told someone new. But I eventually had to let it go because, I had to move on with my life, right? I couldn't constantly be talking about them and what they did to me, poor Heather, right? So I had to just let it go. And believe me, it wasn't that easy, but I had to make a choice. And that's the key. I had to make a conscious choice to let it go. It couldn't consume me anymore. I had other things that I had to do with my life, with my time, other than think about what a couple of you-know-whats they were for doing what they did to me. But because of it, all kinds of great things happened, right? That's another story. But how did I let it go? One of the main things was I wrote down what they did to me. Each different person, I would write down what they did. And then I would write down that I forgave them. And I would either burn the paper or flush it down the toilet, symbolically, saying, hey, it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It disappeared. Once you burn something like the CIA used to do, it's gone forever. You can never get it back. So that really helped me to release it and to let it go. Symbolically, flushing it down the toilet, especially with the bridesmaid, that was really symbolic, the toilet. I don't think I have to describe it. Whatever you need, though, to really anchor in that letting it go, do it. If you find a new way of letting something go, whatever your style is, figure it out and literally let it go, because it's only hindering you from growing, from becoming the best you that you can be. How many times have we heard those stories of someone killing a child and the mother forgives the killer? And you think to yourself, how in the world could someone forgive a person for taking the life of their child? And when asked, the person says, because I had to, I did it for me, right? So you've got to make sure that you can let go of situations. It's not about forgiveness as much as it is just let it go. Make it something that it doesn't even pop in your mind anymore. Because if you're anything like me, man, that thing popped in my mind all the time, and it literally became an addiction. I got addicted to the feeling of, oh, what they did to me and whatever else I could add to that. So make sure that you don't give them your power by holding on to whatever it is that they did. And that way they can't have that power anymore, and you move on with your life. I'll tell you what, once you're able to let it go, you really are going to feel free. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to have a little bit of a pep in your step, so to speak. So definitely do the action step tonight and just go through those people, the list of people who have really, you felt, have wronged you, that put that ache in your heart. And write them a letter. Let them know, hey, this is what you did to me. And even though I really don't want to, I have to forgive you for me. Because don't forget, you got to take care of you. It's all about you. You're the only you you've got. So make sure that you take good care of you. Because this life is going to be going by even faster than the first 50 did. So don't hesitate. Don't think about it. Tonight, or when you're done with this, get your journal, write it out, or get a separate piece of paper. That way you can rip it out, burn it, or flush it, and forgive these people for what they've done. And then reach out in the community on the Facebook page and let me know, let us all know what you did tonight or tomorrow, and who you let go of, what the situation was. You don't have to tell the whole thing, but really post it. Let us know that you let it go, and then let us all know how you feel after you've let it go, because chances are you really, like I said, you're going to feel free and light and happy, happier. That's probably going to be a really great byproduct from this, is, feeling happier, because that's not how we're made. We're not made to hold on to things like that. We're not made to have bitterness and resentment in our heart. We're meant to be the best that we can be, to love each other, to help each other, and to constantly be growing. So make sure that you are reading every night, you are learning something new, and just trying to be the best you that you can be. And that's one of the ways you can do that, is by letting it go. All right. So I hope that this session helped you. I know it helped me. I already feel better. And don't forget to do your homework tonight, your action step, because that's what's really going to give you that feeling of freeing. If you don't do it, then you're going to miss out on something profound. And why in the world are you here if you're not going to, take the action steps that you need in order to become you? Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in the next session, and God bless you, and you take it easy. Bye-bye.